Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, this is Blue Falcon TCG. Now, with a gem of a deck. A deck that just really never was hit. I mean, starter to 2 didn't say no to the deck, but now it's back to 3. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and showcase the adventure list I'm playing. Bear in mind, I'm missing one card, so it is backwards, and I really don't want to go into my bulk to find one Sprite carrot. I don't know where my ultras are at. I had hundreds of them. And yeah, I just don't know. So, anyways, let's hop on in the list. This is a preliminary testing because honestly, I'm just kind of focused on well, Terminal World is not for a long time, but I think Sprite's a solid thing. So let's go ahead and get into the list. This is a Toad Adventure variant, so a little bit different. So we're playing the One Click and Echo because hand knowledge is insane. This card is actually just bonkers. Too good. Being able to normal summon, link away, and then see what your opponent's already playing. And then if they're on any Fenrir package, so you just know they're not going to have any value from the Fenrirs, which is great. So playing double swaps, we are on the Anglers, and I want to be able to special summon from hand as much as possible. So the 2 is good for right now. When we get Terminal World stuff, this is going to go up to 3, and then we're going to play 1 to 2 of the not freezing chains, the Aqua level 2 that comes out for Ice Barriers. We're playing 2 Nimble Angler, 3 Beaver. We could play the Nimble Sunfish if you want to just have the higher Nimble package. 1 carrot, 1 red. Ignore it. 3 Jets, 3 blue. Now I think Sprite ratios, our level 2 ratios, are going to be standard. The reason why you're not seeing an Ibley in here is because I don't want to have so many hard going first cards and just end up losing. Because if you have to normal summon the Ibley, you're not able to play. You can't special summon anything else. So Ibley lock is in the sideboard. It's something that this deck can always and will always do. Now we are playing 3 Fenrir because we are degenerates and we want to maximize. Basically, want to play this as much as possible and anything that can because this provides a lot of value. It searches itself. Now you can also play Panks if you don't want to have the body on board, but Panks are inside because 2 Panks is nuts. But 3 Fenrir, it's just such a good card. Going first or second, it provides a lot of value. Double Water Enchantress, you don't want to play more than 1. You can. It's not like a needed thing. We have Foolish Burial as another action for it. I think 2 is enough. 2 is enough. We're playing the 1 Griffin Rider for our non-engine. We're only playing 6 hand traps. We opted to play a little bit different ratios with this list. Going into the sideboard, going second, we pretty much just drop in another 6 hand traps and just say, hey, I'm going to break your board because I'm Sprite, and I'm playing hand trapped out deck. Playing 3 Imperm. Imperm is great. It's a good 6 card. Playing 3 Right Armor Seer, 1 Fateful Venture, 1 Draco back. You could, some lists do play 2 Faithful Adventure, especially in that grind game. That's more like other adventure strategies, like the Adventure Horse will end up playing 2 of these. You just want to maximize the grind and consistency when it comes to drawing your adventure package and decks that focus solely around the adventure engine itself. For our Sprite stuff, to wrap it up, well, not to wrap it back, wrap up the Sprights. We're playing 1 Sprite Smashers, 3 starters, with 1 double cross. This is a 41 card list, and I didn't think that just cutting double cross to have the other starter was really worth it. Double cross is another side pattern that I really enjoy. So if I end up going first, I'm gonna cut my Smashers, and if I end up going second, I'm gonna cut my double cross. It's just something that I've easily been able to work when it comes to the sideboarding strategies for Sprights, since I've been on the deck for such a long time. I know what really can and can't operate, depending on the situations. And to wrap it up, our last 3 non-engine slots is 2 Tactics and 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is like a pseudo-engine piece, and Tactics is Tactics. Realistically, you can just cut, if you don't like double cross, you can honestly cut these 3 and add 3 more hand traps, like 3 Drolls, 3 Nibs. The deck will function just fine. let's go ahead and move into our extra deck. I think the extra deck is kind of self-explanatory. There might be some questions people are having, like, "Oh, why are you playing Toad?" Well, it's because Toad is busted, and it's one of my favorite cards of all time. So anytime I can play a level 2 spam deck, I'm gonna do it. IP Masquerena, 2 nuts. Her best friend, SP Little Knight. We are playing the Dark Charmer. It is not hard to make in this, and it's an easy access code or a unicorn grab, and then even we can grab another SP. So good stuff here. Reproducus, because we are playing Toad. The one Spright friend was on 2, but that was for blind second, and I don't really think we need 2 in a non-blind build, so the one Nightmare Unicorn, one access code. That wraps up our link monsters. Now into the actual like rank 2 strategy. We're playing the one Gen Buster, the one Soul Sweeper. This card is just so good. It facilitates our OTKs. It lets us get over problem cards. Sure, it'll come back at the end of the turn, but at that point we either have already established the board, we've won the game. Double Gigantic, 3200 beater, and it's a utility from deck basically. One Totally Awesome, one Shadow Mosquito, one Divine Arsenal, double A Zeus, and then Typhon. I think we can cut Typhon. Typhon does not do what I want it to do all the time. It feels great. It just doesn't sometimes doesn't win the mark. If we're able to break the board and then there's still something we need to do, Typhon is great. But a walking skill drain for 3k or higher beater is essentially just a mana DM card. You gotta be careful because if they have reframing, just Typhoning first can just be super detrimental. But yeah, that's the list, guys. This is like what I'm rocking with for right now when it comes to the Sprights. I really do love this deck a lot. It has just insane synergies and just feels really good, especially when you have your carrots. You know, you're not like me and you just kind of lose cards amongst the bulk or between the 10,000 decks you try to run for a single format. But hey, don't forget to check out the rest of the channel. Like, subscribe, comment. It would really mean a bunch to me. Let me know in the comment below what your favorite Spright variant is, and I'll look forward to covering it. But I hope you guys continue having a good start to the 2024 new year. And remember, guys, we're not bad at the game. We just got to shuffle better.